So it looks like when I tried to live stream on StreamYard, which is the studio or the platform that I'm using to live stream, that YouTube will process my features as like 16 years old, 16 years old or younger. I don't know how. Then don't mind my eyes. My eyes are looking kind of crazy right now, but okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to like live stream separately, use StreamYard for Twitch, and then just do my impromptu lives and stuff like pretty much. So I don't expect anybody to be on here, to be honest with you. But yeah, AI, fucking AI. Listen, you know, people can use AI as a way to like assist them in their in like research, even though every AI program is like very sketchy, right? Gemini's not gonna always get it. Chat DBT's not gonna always get it. Grok is not gonna always get it, especially Grok. Did not, you're not gonna really find a girl on our dream AI. Like, it's pretty much fake. Even though it's of nature because it was made by us and we are of nature itself as well. So that aspect of AI and technology in general is very interesting. But I think overall, it should not be included or used in art because art is about the pure expression of the human mind and the human hands and the human consciousness. And with AI, you simply put a prompt in and you allow the AI to do the rest of the work. But I mean, art is a form of manifestation. Art is our ability to put our ideas into like the real world. That's what art is. And so with AI, you're just putting a prompt in. See, everybody has ideas. Everybody has thoughts. Everybody has thought forms. But simply typing it out into a prompt doesn't make you an artist. It just makes you a person with ideas. It just makes you a person with thoughts. But everyone is a person with thoughts. Everyone's a person with thoughts. And just putting a prompt in does not make you an artist. It just makes you like everyone else. And it takes away the actual experience that goes into art. To where you are working with your own consciousness. You're seeing what works for you. You're seeing what resonates the most with you. You're trying to see if you need to reduce certain aspects of your art. You're trying to see if there are certain elements that need to be added. That's what you're trying to see when it comes to actual art. Hello, bruh. Laugh. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. Hi. Lucas. Hi. Like, it just does not belong. Hi, Green. Green Edits. It doesn't belong. I understand why people will use it for their work as a way to like use it as a like quick resource to retrieve information about their job that they may not remember, and they're trying to do their best with the resources that they can with their jobs. For there's many jobs out there that are necessary that aren't easy for people, but need to be done. But in regards to art, like there's a whole experience and like a whole just like aspect of the creative process that goes into it, to where you just work your mind. You just work your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? And like with AI, even with how easy it may seem to be, to where you just type in a prompt and your idea comes up. It may even create the most imperfect, ridiculous, disgusting, and maybe unsettling like form of what you really wanted to achieve. You said slow burn. You said, "Hey, honey, I'm new to voodoo, and I'm gonna use your face because I'm too scared to use mine." Girl, what the? Why? You can't just use people's faces randomly. What the fuck? What do you mean? I'm gonna have to block you. Shout out to Voodoo, Hoodoo, Santeria, Cadamble, and all African and Cuban spirituality. But girl, what? What? Use your own. What the fuck? Hell no. What? You, bruh. Hold on, bro. I'm really. Can y'all not do that? That's so weird. Even if you're joking, don't do that. That's so weird. Why would you use somebody's face for your spirituality randomly? Like what? That's crazy. I mean, hold on. That's so weird. Don't do that. I'm about to say delete your whole message. Bro, I'm trying to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, man. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's like what the fuck. Anyway, just throwing me off. There's a whole process that goes into making art. That way, when it comes to AI, because all you're doing is putting in a prompt, which is essentially you just expressing your ideas, and everyone has ideas, and with ideas, they start as thought forms. And so you are not an artist off rip when you're able to simply in a sentence or a paragraph or even an essay. You might be more of a writer, let's say, but not even you're fine. I'm kind of spiritual myself a little bit. I need to be more consistent, okay? But so I was taking that seriously. It's okay. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. It just takes away from the process. Because with me, I make music, or I'm trying to make music, and I have to make more music to release too. And basically, it's just like wow, you know, people shouldn't be able to use AI to take away from all of the stream going to real artists. Like that shouldn't be the case at all, and yet that is the case. Like AI artists, like on the billboard. No, this is very impromptu live stream, so don't like really quote me on a lot of the stuff I'm gonna say. But are you a student in your background? So like you're into some pro? No, I'm not a student actually. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I need to see. I'm in the military, so I need to use my like benefits. Are you a senior teen, student manager, or student? So I'm technically a student, but because like I'm 19 and I'm in the military, and so I'm like college aged, but I haven't been like using the benefits yet because I've just been working because I have a full-time job. But I need to use the benefits though. But yeah, but I still see myself as like a student because I'm always open to learning. I do need to do a little more research, okay, but I'm very open to like hearing people out, regardless how I feel. You know what I mean? But It's like, what? Like, no, 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 no. AI is not art at all. It is a tool that we can use as a way to remind ourselves of information, even with how untrustworthy these AI platforms can be, or like AI bots can be, due to the fact that each one of them is made by like men or people with their own biases. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Proceeding, sir. And so it's like, yeah. It's like it's not art, because okay, because with art there's many definitions for art. In a way, you can basically be like in a way it's like objective and subjective at the same time, depending on how you look at it, because it's subjective in its experience. Is it? It's subjective in the experience, for there are many ways in which art is made, and art is simply the manifestation of one's own ideas. Therefore, the internet is a form of art in a way. This like blanket is a form of art in a way. My monitors are forms of art in a way. And then that's how we can definitely define art. Objectively speaking, is a manifestation of one's thoughts or ideas within the physical reality, for sure. Objectively speaking, and then subjectively, of course, with like art, there's like a multitude of different ways in which art can be expressed or made, and that's due to the fact that we as humans are so complex, to where we have many ideas and different aspects of our imaginations, to where we have the world that we have, to where it is full of creativity, or maybe lacking in creativity, so to speak, because creativity is also defined in many ways, because minimalism in a way is creative, even though it can be seen as lacking creativity due to it not having enough. But also, even that depends on the person that you're talking to as well. And so it's like very different. Win the war, end the war. War is bullshit. See, so okay, so here's a little detour. I joined the military at like 17, and I was mainly like encouraged by my parents to do so, not only for the education benefits, but due to the fact that it would be like easier to make money, due to the fact that the military gives us like food, essentially, with like the dining facility and housing, with being in the dorm, essentially. And with my job, I don't really need to have a car, and so it's a walking distance, but I have a scooter though, so I just, you know what I mean. And so there's these like benefits to where you're able to make more money and also use the education benefits while working a full-time job, essentially. And so that's like the main reason, and very like surface level reason, for why I joined, and it was very convincing to do so. In addition to the fact that I was and am still young, but definitely like young with like being 17, and that's like definitely the main like tactic, I believe, for like the military and convincing people to join, and then turning around and saying that you should have expected the fact that you are directly contributing to war, aka genocide. So it's like, wow, yeah. That's why it's like it's like fucked up. It is fucked up, and we shouldn't need a military in the first place if we weren't murderers to one another. But there's no stopping that. Therefore, because there's always going to be that violent aspect within ourselves that's always present, because it's present within nature. So that's the problem. But we need to do less, less, less evil every day. You know what I mean? Then I live in the United States, North America. Okay. Pulling back to the main topic. It's like with AI, and it's so crazy because like you yourself can have a specific vision on what you want your art to be, right? But putting it into some AI generator will essentially lead to like, ooh, what am I trying to say? Errors, blatant errors, especially if they can't even get the face and lips right. You know, there's much more like intricate details that us humans can put into our work in a much more focused way than AI. Because what AI is doing is pulling from all of our likeness and the likeness of nature and everything that we've created ever on the internet. Like an AI generated person, you can definitely be made, you know. Oh, bye, Kaliris. And that's nice that you live in the Philippines. That's very nice. That's cool. Have a good night. It's late as heck for me. But it's Saturday, so like, why not? But yeah, it's like, man. Because with me, like, I make using, like, you know, that like, Sora 2 shit to, like, make music is even worse. I'll remember you. Yeah, thank you. I'll remember you as well, Kaliris. That's a nice name. Sabalata. But yeah, it's scary as heck, cause like people are like making songs that sound exactly like Drake or The Weeknd or Ye, and it's like, oh, this sounds actually kind of good. What's going on here? But then it's like it's AI, and so it's really taking and stealing the likeness of another person to make something that they could have made themselves. But and even better, due to the fact that they have their human soul in it. That's the problem. We can't take away our soul from our work. We can't do that. That's crazy. It's like insane. Like what? Like what? No, we can't do that. But we are doing that because not many people want to learn how to make music, and a lot of people do not have the time to learn how to make music. Many people are simply focusing on surviving, and they do something on the side that's fun, which makes sense. But it's like with art as a whole, you take the soul out of it when you use these programs. You just take the soul out of it. Like, what's the point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point, right? And that's my whole thing. It's like there's no soul in AI music, and the only soul that you can sense in AI music is the human behind it. And AI is not like autotune. Like I've heard that before. That's not the case. Autotune, along with reverb and EQ and delay, echo, and the concept of layering and side chaining, all goes into adding to the experience of music. AI is just a replica of that. It's just a replica. Autotune, like reverb, they're additives to the experience of music. And it moves a storyline along. But AI just completely not just copies, but makes a downgraded replica And that's like the problem, you know? That's the problem, guys. And it's never gonna go away because, of course, everybody's gonna do what they want to do. Everybody's gonna do what they want to do, and that's totally fine. But also, and then I need to do my research, obviously, because from what I understand, AI hurts the environment. So obviously, I need to do my research on that. But like overall, it just takes away from the experience. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. And then I checked to make sure that I was still able to stream on here. So. Okay, but okay, just so y'all know, you are art, and I am art, and we are art experiencing itself. Bye. What?